You ready?
Yes.
All right, she's ready. She wants to get moving for real. All right, here we go. So we're going to start our feet together, or our heels together. All right, we're going to inhale, like we did before. Exhale. We're going to inhale. And now when we exhale, sink into your right leg. Put all your weight into the right leg and step out with your left. And that's going to go out as far as it naturally will go. Good. Now you're going to shift over and now fix your stance so it's comfortable. Meaning keep your feet straight. Okay? Yes. Your feet still stay on the train tracks. But now you can kind of rock back and forth, or I like to say sitting in the pool. You know how you get into the water? Mm-hmm. You kind of ease your way into it, just real easy. And all I'm doing is just shifting and turning slightly, supplely, just to kind of feel where my stance is going to be strong. Once you get there, once you feel comfortable, you can center in the middle. Okay? All right. There's no right or wrong here. It's where you feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. Okay? So now from here, we're going to inhale and we're going to sit down. Our arms are going to come up. Now bring your elbows into your ribs and press down. Okay, we'll do that again. Right, feet on train tracks. Make sure your feet are straight. Okay. You're going to sit. Bring your elbows in and then press down. Good. One more time. Inhale up. Elbows come in and then press down. And this pressing is again at a 45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I like to think, again, I'm in the water now. Right? I'm in the water, so I like to submerge a basketball. Dunk a basketball under the water. Right? Inhale up. And then dunk the ball. Yeah. Good. Okay, now we're going to shift to the left. So we're getting out of the way. Now we're going to turn to the right. No, the weight's still here. Yeah. So from here, now we're going to turn. And the toe, allow the toe to kind of turn. Yep. And now you're going to shift onto that leg. Good. Now, this leg is loaded. This leg feels like it wants to move, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so just bring it up. And now shift onto that leg. Now when you turn your pelvis, let your back foot trail in. Yeah. On the heel stays down. Yep. Okay, so that's the move. That's the Tai Chi right there. Because the rest just loops. All right, so shake it out. We'll do it again. Okay. Always go back to the beginning. So always, whenever you take a break, always start from the beginning, because then it builds, it compounds on top of each other, and you'll get that much better faster. Okay. So again, feet together. We do an inhale. And again, when you inhale, let the breath go over your head, down your back, and then exhale all the stress and all the tension out. Tension. Right? Stress is tension. Tension creates stress. So inhale one more time. Exhale. Inhale again. And now sink into your right leg on the exhale. Step out with your left leg. Turn. Get comfortable. Right? This is get comfortable. Once you're comfortable, inhale up. Elbows in. Press down. Get out of the way. So you're going to shift here. Now you're going to turn that way. Shift onto it. Step up. Shift, and now turn your hip. Let the back toe trail. Good. You completed the first maneuver. Now they're facing north now. Now we're going to face east.
Okay. Tai
Chi goes in all directions. Okay, so to do that, first I want you to, again, keep the weight on this front leg. You're going to turn your toe a little bit. Now you're going to shift onto that, and then you're going to turn your head. Good. Now, because the weight is all the way on the front, if this is uncomfortable, you can move your leg. Like you can always adjust the light foot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, whatever leg is light, you can move that. if you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Okay. Another tip that's important is if you find yourself in a position that's uncomfortable, go back a step
Okay.
because you lost it in the turn. Okay, you lose like drive. It's like driving, really. I like to drive, and to me, Tai Chi is like driving. You know, you can't go slow all the time. You have to change your speed, but you also have to maneuver and turn, and you'll lose it in the turn.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're in it, and at home, same with you at home. If you find yourself in a spot where wait, this does not feel right, it feels uncomfortable, go back a step or two because you lost it in the turn. The transition from going from one direction to the next is where you needed to make the correction. Make sense? Okay, so essentially what we're doing is the maneuvering we did to the left, we're now going to do to the right.
Okay.
It's identical. Okay, so let's start from here. So we'll start from here, be comfortable, feet on the train tracks, right? Inhale and sit, elbows come in, press down. Good. Now get out of the way, shift, turn. Okay, a little bit too much with your foot. Don't go that far, not yet. Yeah, good. Shift onto it, now step up, shift onto this leg, and then turn your hip and let your foot toe it. Good. You're facing north. Now we want to go that way, so we're first going to we're gonna complete the turn, which allows the foot to go, and then shift onto that, and then turn your hip some more. Good. Excellent. Now sit back, shift forward again, so your feet don't move. So you sit back, and now you go directly forward. Okay, sit back again, and go forward. Now when you shift back, when you shift to the rear, don't lean. Okay, you want your back to be straight. All right, so so come back, bend the leg as if you're going to sit down on a chair that's not there. Yeah, perfect, hold that. So hold that there and make sure your back is straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to lean, you want to stay like that. Okay, so here is a place where Tai Chi becomes a challenge because you have to really get that precision, and if you're not used to having slow, we'll say slow. If you're not used to holding the pose, yeah, you can definitely feel that the legs now, the muscles are going to get worked on.
Yeah.
Okay, it's difficult to go slow. It really is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so good. So now we've got north, and then we went. We went north, and now we go east. Now we're going to turn. So let's go back to the beginning. Always go back to the beginning because your lessons will stack on top of each other, and you'll go here real fast. Gotcha. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, feet on train tracks. Feet on train tracks. So don't stand like this. Yeah, put them on train tracks. It's okay in the beginning to look at your feet. Okay, it's okay in the beginning to look at your feet. As you get better at it, you won't even notice the ground anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but in the beginning, it's okay to look down. You have to see where your corrections are necessary. Okay, I'll go a little bit ahead of you so you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. So sit down, inhale up, elbows come in, press. Now shift left, turn your hip, shift onto the right, step up, shift onto that, and then turn your hip. Okay, don't move your feet. Yeah. So if you keep your feet straight, attached to the ground, you'll notice that your body will not allow your hip to go any further. If you toe it out, if you allow that foot to drift, then your hips will open up and you'll be able to turn some more. We don't want to go there. And we also don't want to lean. So shift there, good. Remember we said before, don't lean. Okay, so leaning would be like this. Don't lean, just like that. All right. A good thing to think about, you know a plum? Well, like
Yeah.
the puppet, the marionette, right? So think about this. As people,
Okay.
So students typically hate it when I start to talk because I leave them there, right? But it's good to help build your strength.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit different than the gym, but it's the same goal. So the marionette is suspended from the puppet master, right? Suspended from the top, as well as a plumb line. Plumb line is held straight. So think of us humans as the only vertical connection from earth to heaven. Right? If you believe in heaven and the universe, we are the only vertical connection. So what I think about when I move is I feel myself suspended from above, as if the universe is sort of guiding me around. And that will help you to not lean,
Okay.
right? It's just plumb. Okay, go shake it out. We're almost done. We're almost done. All right, this is the first piece of the Tai Chi. And like I mentioned earlier, if you never do additional Tai Chi, if it's like too long or you don't want to do years of study, if you get this right, you got it. Okay, so we want to get this right. Question? Are you good?
Good.
Okay, here we go. So we'll start here, feet on the train tracks again. All right. Sit, inhale up, elbows come in, press down. All right, move out of the way. Turn the hip, shift, step up, shift across, correct the hip. Now we're going to continue with a turn of the hip, adjust your foot, and then adjust, good. Okay, now sit back, go forward. Okay, now here is where it gets a little tricky. So we're going to go to the beginning again. And I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do. So how many ends of a string does it take to make a knot? 2. Yeah, 2, right? Two strings make a knot. We have 2 legs,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2 legs can make a knot. And quite often people get tangled up and fall because they get tangled below the waist, right? So what we're going to do now is a toe-in turn. So we know that we're here. Watch me first, and then we'll do it together.
Okay.
So we're here. Now we're going to shift to the rear, right? We're going to sit on this back leg. And as we do, the toe is going to come up. Now visualize your shin having a pole or a string to your top of your foot. Okay? You got to have this to here. So in other words, the foot's not going to go by itself. The foot can't turn unless the whole leg, the whole waist turns. See? Look, see how my foot locks into your shin? See it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So what's going to happen is I can't turn the foot by itself and keep my hips square. I have to turn everything together at the same time. Yeah, like that, exactly. Okay? So let's just do this piece together. So I'll go here. If you come over here because I want you to get this. This is really important. Okay. So toe. Now, make sure your hips are square already. Look down when you look at this. Like look down at your feet when you do this turn. Okay. Put your hands here so that your hips stay straight. And now you're going to turn it all together. Good. Now shift onto this foot. Pick this up and then put this out. Now you're going to shift here and correct. Let's face the front. Let's do it this way. So weight's on the back leg, toe comes up. Now we want to keep everything together. And right. So the heel is like a pivot point. Okay, don't move your foot. Okay, yeah, just let the foot relax. All right, let the ankle rotation. Yeah, just do a couple ankle rotations. Nice easy circles. Right, and then when you put your heel down, no weight on it. It's just a pivot point. It's just connected to the ground. There's no right. So now when you go this way, so see how it's toeing out.
Mm-hmm.
It'll only toe out if you turn your hip that way. Okay, so this takes some practice, and that's why I'm really emphasizing it because it's important. So when you're here, now let's go again. We're going to just toe in, and you'll notice that when you can't turn anymore, your foot will go down.
Mm-hmm.
Now shift onto that leg, and now we're going to just open and step here. Yeah, perfect. Good. Okay, you got it. All right, so do it again. Yeah, you can never just do it once, folks. All right, you get it. You got to do it again, or you're gonna forget. All right, so go in.
Like that.
Okay, so relax. What you can do at home is just practice this in the shower. Right, this is a good thing to practice in the shower. Right, you have the water's coming down. You're facing straight. Right, so put your foot out. Doesn't matter which one. Now turn and go this way. Put your foot out. Toe in. Or turn in. I shouldn't say toe in. Turn in. All right, not to confuse you. Yeah. Toe in, toe out. Let me show you what it's going to look like.
Okay.
Okay. So here. So you move out of the way. You come here. Now I'm not putting the hands in yet. All right. Here. Now I'm going to toe in. I'm going to toe out. I'm going to come around here. That's complete. Now it repeats. Okay. And this is Shirley's first experience with Tai Chi.
Yes. First time.
You're doing great. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So let's start again from the top.
Okay.
Feet on train tracks. Okay. Feet on the train tracks. Inhale, sit. Elbows come in. Press down. Now let's do that one more time. So inhale up. Elbows in. Press down. Okay. Now shift to your left. Turn your hips to the right and shift. Okay. Step forward. Shift onto it. And now complete the turn with the hip. Good. Now we want to go to the east. So now you're going to complete, open up. Yeah, you did it right.
Yeah.
Okay, shift onto it and then adjust the back foot as you turn your hip. So your weight's forward. Yeah. You'll notice that you can't adjust your foot if there's weight on it. Okay, now sit back, shift forward, sit back and bring your toe up. Now turn your hips towards me. Not this foot. Just yeah. Not that foot. That foot stays where it is. Just the front one. Yeah. Now you're going to shift onto it. Bring this in. Now you're going to step out and end up here. Okay.
So I need to do more practice.
Well, of course. The only secret to this art, is practice. If you don't practice, you're not going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think that's like anything. You know, it's like anything. It's math. It's whatever skill that you're looking to develop, you need to practice it. Right? Practice makes permanent.
Yeah.
And if you don't practice it, you'll forget. Okay. The cool thing about Tai Chi is that you'll remember some of it, but practice you'll remember everything. The goal that I wanted to have was that my body would remember it. You know, even if I get real old and I get dementia, who the hell knows? But if I practice it and train it enough, the body will remember what to do. Right? So that if something happens, if I'm attacked or if there's an energy or something that comes at me from any direction, I can respond. As a result of the Tai Chi.
Okay.
Right? And it doesn't have to be physical. It could be emotional. It could be business related. It could be stress. It could be home, family. There's all kinds of different external things that are working on us every day. So for me, the Tai Chi, once you get it, it sort of it soothes everything. Right? But we have to start with the physical stuff. Okay, so one more time, and then we're gonna loop it. All right, then we're gonna loop, and then we can say that you got it. Ready? Okay. So inhale up, elbows in, press down.